welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. It is, once again, time to train some crafting. But this time, with Super Glass Make. And to do that, we need to buy many runes. Also, while I was in the area, I decided to get some runes for a teleport in my Nexus. So, in total, 1,000 law runes, 2,000 earth runes, 4,000 and some astral runes, 12,000 air runes. And now we need to go get on lunar magics, which does make getting back to my house more difficult, but that's okay. Use the Berthorpe Games Room minigame teleport, and then just ran down here to Taverley. We can store this mime mask that we got. So that is one more piece of the mime costume. Getting this completely filled is going to be difficult because of the baguette, but still. Very good. Configure the portal nexus. We're going to add in Lunar Isle. For all these, law runes, earth runes, and half of the astrals. Confirmed. And that'll make it much easier to get back there, to get more astral runes, to switch spellbooks. Just overall, a pretty solid plan. And the last thing we need to do, before we head off to train some crafting, is inventory space. Don't need a seal of passage. Don't need 5 law runes and 100 earth runes. So those can go. The astral runes, the air runes, the coins, the fire staff are 100% necessary. We don't have an option to store all this stuff in the looting bag anywhere else, so that's staying. Torstal in case we get Dr. Jekyll, very important. Ivan staff and lunar staff cannot be stored in the looting bag. So we're going to be putting in the dragon scimitar. We've got a lot of things in here right now, so getting all this out is going to be slightly problematic. But we'll manage. And now with that, we just need to make our way to a charter ship. This method can be done at any of the charter ships, although there are some which are going to have less competition. If we went to somewhere like Port Khazard, that's more likely to have people running back and forth, buying stuff from the shop. So what we want to do is come to somewhere like here, where we can just grab some sand, and either the seaweed or soda ash, they're all fine. And we're going to need a glass blowing pipe. And then we just Super Glass Make turns them all into molten glass. It's even better than using them at a furnace or anything, since you average like 1.3 glass per set of resources. So you're even getting more per world, which is also nice. So then all we need to do is cast a spell, blow the glass into something, then you just hop worlds, trade the shop again, sell the lantern lenses, because they are the highest thing that can be sold back. If you get to the level for light orbs, you have to drop all the light orbs, so that's more work. Instead, just keep hopping worlds, making lantern lenses. for many, many levels. So here we go. To not have my mouse have to go as far between everything, I made the RuneScape screen only take up half the screen. And in doing so, I recorded the last 3 clips with a bunch of extra stuff off to the side looking very poor. So let's quickly go over everything we've unlocked from level 62 through 64. 62 was fire battle staffs, green d'hide shields, split bark, bodies and legs, the Bryophyta staff, and the requirement for Dragon Slayer 2. 63 was green d'hide bodies, completing the green d'hide set. And 64, repairing Gloves of Silence. Let's see if I can correctly record my screen for the next clip. 65, crafting. Doesn't unlock anything, but it is a requirement for the Fremnik Exiles. So that's at least something. 66, crafting. Air battle staffs. And the first piece of blue dragonhide, the Vambraces. 67, crafting. We can now cut onyxes and make onyx rings. Of course, that is not what we would use an onyx for. And we can't currently afford an onyx. But that's definitely something we will be able to consider in the future. 68, crafting. For blue dragonhide chaps. Blue dragonhide shields at level 69. 70, crafting. For diamond amulets, which we then can make into power amulets. So we never need to worry about losing this. Just need to find a diamond and we are good to go. We can also craft crystal helms and celestial signets. But not really. 71, crafting. For blue dragonhide armor. So that is full blue dragonhide. Really nice. Good for clue scrolls. Good for our range training currently. Very level appropriate. 72, crafting. That's good for dragon necklaces. And by dragon, they mean dragon stone. And crystal legs. More crystal stuff we absolutely cannot make yet. 73, crafting. For the first bit of red dragonhide, Vambraces. 74, crafting. For dragonstone bracelets and crystal bodies. So that is full crystal that we totally can make. Very good. And lastly, 75, crafting. We can make red dragonhide chaps, slayer rings, magic birdhouses. But most importantly, with a +5 spicy stew boost. That is level 80 for glories. And we have, in our looting bag, a dragonstone and 2 crystal keys. So we are perfectly ready for that. But that means we need to open the looting bag by destroying it in the wilderness. And then we have to pick up 22 items off the ground. To make things easier for ourselves, I think we'll just go with have 22 inventory spaces in the first place. So with that, and then we actually have enough, even not counting the looting bag. Didn't need those astral ruins for anything else, so that's fine. gonna go and get off of the lunar spellbook though. And then we can head to the wilderness ditch and fill our inventory up. This is going to be by far the most items we've had to pick up at one time. The more things we have in here, the more chance of people having time to run by and try to pick up all our stuff, which obviously we don't want. Into the wilderness, destroy the looting bag, pick up all our things. Equipment, potions, runes, herbs, all kinds of stuff. And there we go. Out of the wilderness. And we are safe. First things first. 2 more crystal keys. And now I could really do with some teleport runes. Since we have all this stuff out of the looting bag, I am going to make use of some of it. And if I got teleport runes, I wouldn't have much space left. We can save a space, wield this shield. That's 1 extra space, I guess. I think I can safely alch the dragon mace. For its crush bonus, I don't really need that right now. And it's very easy to get back. Also going to alch the yew short bow. Don't really need it. Magic longbow is a maybe. We're probably still fairly far off from Monkey Madness too. 69 Slayer and 60 Hunter. Honestly, kind of doable. So we'll keep it for now. Other than that, I'm going to go get some teleport runes so I can actually move around here. And we can make some more dragon stones. Having access to the house again. Very nice. Dragon stones are guaranteed here. But what else are we going to get? Pile of different runes. And spin scroll? Looks like it was a spin scroll. Okay. Do we want any of these? We could technically go sell some of those to a shop or something. Not a huge deal. Okay. Where are the water runes for a free Falador teleport here? I mean, we can just walk to the house, it's fine. Not a big deal. Cosmic runes. I'll need those later, but inventory space wise, not right now. Not right now. I think the next thing that I want to do, since I don't currently have a looting bag, we'll be going to Entrana. We now have every possible kind of item for any possible combination of interacting with Entrana. We have items that you can bring to Entrana, tradable items that you can't bring to Entrana, untradable items that you can't bring to Entrana, but you can drop, and untradable items that you can't bring to Entrana that you can't drop. So we have to start by destroying the lunar staff. We can get this back, and it only costs money. Much more convenient than going and getting another Dramen staff. But here we go. First thing we need to do, of course, is put all of the second category of tradable items that count as combat onto a table. And then it's off to Entrana. Stopping temporarily by the boat here to drop an Ivan staff and Barrow's gloves. Take the boat to Entrana, and if this doesn't work, we can easily return and get our stuff. We're on a bit of a time table here. The things on the ground presumably should last 2 or 3 minutes, and the things on the table should last 10. We want to go to the Grand Tree, and we need to do this puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull the rope and relax. Burn log, pull rope, burn log, pull rope, burn log, relax, relax, log, rope, relax, relax, sandbag, relax, relax, red rope, relax, rope, relax, relax, log, 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 relax, relax, rope, log, relax, 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 red, relax, red, normal, relax, relax. And we're here. We quickly teleport to Port Sarum. And we can go pick up our stuff. We need to do this, again, for Monkey Madness 2. We used the magic logs we had in the log storage, so that all worked out. Well, there we go. Strategy and all that. Assuming no one's picked up all my stuff from the table. It's unlikely, though, so we're probably fine. If we lost all this, the only thing that would really be a bummer would be the Dragon Scimitar, because of all the effort required to get that back. The other things are very retrievable. Arrows are, who cares? Power we can just make. Axe and pickaxe from a shop. Staff from a shop. So yeah, not a huge deal, all things considered. But now I think we should go and get our staff back. I don't know if we're going to need the passage thing. Go to the teleport menu here. We can easily get back to Lunar Isle. So I will see if I actually need to go get that back from Roleka. Looks like it is necessary. So we talk to the Oneromancer here. And we can get the staff back for a small fee of 30,000 coins. We could also get it for 60,000 coins from Purdue, or whatever his name is, in Lumbridge, and other places. And that would mean we wouldn't have to mess around with getting a seal of passage and all that. Either way. Yep. Seal of passage, necessary. But with the Portal Nexus, getting back to Lunar Isles, not a huge deal. So that's fine. Next up, I want to use some of these items, but having more inventory space would be nice. So I think I'm going to go get another looting bag. And of course, the inventory gets filled up with extra herbs while we're getting the looting bag. Don't think we're going to need the rune pick or the axe, the longbow, or the tooth here. But the rest of it we will save for a smidge. Also, I guess we can put the stamina potions in. So that'll work. We got all these extra herbs now that we need to make use of. I'm going to note them first, so they're more easy to use. And that's very doable by just taking the fairy ring to Canifus. Honestly, slightly better than the Artie Cloak teleport to the monastery. But there we go. Herbs, other things, and dragonstones. I think we can probably do the crafting boost right now. 80 crafting boost. At the furnace. Make dragonstone amulets. 2 of them. Really? I specifically waited until the boost went down. Scammed. Scammed. Back-to-back 80 boosts. Can it happen? It cannot. I literally waited for the timer to tick over. Alright, whatever. 80 boost again. Heading to Falador for quick access to a furnace. Making 2 dragonstone amulets. And it even worked this time. Fantastic. Okay. Now we don't need to worry about getting the ball of wool right now, because the actual stringing of the amulet only requires 1 crafting, which is interesting. So instead, I'm going to go and get everything that I need to make the other dragonstone into something. The 3rd dragonstone will be a dragon necklace. Not a skills necklace, importantly, because currently a dragon necklace is actually useful. So, don't enchant the necklace. That's not what I need to do. Just need to go and grab some balls of wool to make the glories. And we can get that right over here from the adventuring store in Ardoin. 2 balls of wool. And they have 30 in stock, so that's perfectly fine. Make all the glories. Only gives 4 experience, so there's not some crazy crafting method making glories at level 1. And then enchant the glory. And enchant the other glory. And there we go. 2 amulets of glory. If we compare the stats to the amulet of power, the power has 6, 6, 6, and 1 in the attack, defense, melee strength, and prayer. The glory is 10, 3, 6, and 3. So, more accurate, less defensive, more strength, same strength, more prayer. So that's better. Less defensive, but that's fine. The trade-off for all the extra accuracy is worth it. And with that, there's no reason to bother getting an amulet of magic for anything, since glory is just as good. So now we have this amulet of power, this amulet of glory, and this dragon necklace. So of course, we want to go and put these where they belong. And that's going to be in 3 separate locations. Over at the house, I've moved the menagerie and the chapel over. to make space for the skills hall. And how do we want this rotated? This the right one? Might be the quest hall. The quest hall. The guild trophy space. I think that's the right one. Build here. And in here, we can hang up the Amulet of Glory. And with this, we're going to have access to the Edgeville, Karamja, Draenor Village, and Al-Kharid teleports. Weirdly, you don't even need to charge the glory first to do that. Well, that's fantastic. This is a good compromise over getting the full jewelry box, because that would require going out into the deep wilderness to charge Rings of Wealth. And the Ring of Wealth teleports aren't even that useful. So just having the glory right over here is perfectly acceptable. Next up, the Amulet of Power. There are actually 2 stash units that need an Amulet of Power. So I'm just going for the easier one here. A medium stash, Amulet of Power, Staff of Bear, Bronze Full Helm. The other one needs a diamond ring. So whenever I can get 2 diamonds together, that'll be very easy to fill. I can do that at any point, so not a huge deal. And lastly from the jewelry, the dragon necklace. We need to get back in the looting bag again. Might say it was a bit of a waste putting the stuff in the bag, but then doing everything else we've done required a few more inventory spaces, so it all works out. Jump up in here. Destroy. Pick the things up. That's everything. We can temporarily wield the Rune Kite Shield to make space for the last item. Now on Mossel Harmless, we need to grab the Book of Piracy, or we couldn't even talk to this guy, who was the wrong person. You are the fishing shop. They've got interesting shops here with counters in the way. We need a clothing shop and an inventory space, because we need a pirate bandana. Perfect. If you don't have the book, they just blabber on in pirate. The powder monkey will be taking a cock after getting rowdy on Bumbo, so there'll be plenty of room for you. We need this, or we can't understand what they're saying at all. But that pirate bandana is the last thing we need for an elite stash unit. Down here, right outside the Khazard bar. 1 dragon necklace, 1 pirate bandana, and the magic longbow. So that can just be stored for later. Kinda. As long as we're okay with having the dragon necklace in our inventory at the same time. That really does decrease the number of things we want to have in the looting bag currently. Really only these 4. And some potions. Well, speaking of potions, I'm going to use all these to make some potions. So I'm going to go get a looting bag, fill it up with these things, get some vials of water, and get to work. Attack potions from all the Guams. Energy potions from the Harlanders. prayer potions from the Ranars. Saved with the whole decanting to 1 dose. 58 herblore. We can now get the herb sack, but then we would have a herb sack, so Oh, also a hunting mix, very important. And there's the super attacks from the Irits, also decanted and saved. Much more super attack than we had previously. And now, the Aventos, where we need to use a new method. After prepping Avento potions unfinished at a bank, and making a Silver Sickle bee, we come out here into the swamps, cast Bloom, and make super energy potions. The gas will attack. We'll probably be fine. I will see how many of these we can make with our 50 prayer points. We can just drop these so we can have more inventory to make more potions in a row without having to make them one at a time. If we can bring back a solid number of funguses with us, we can then do a bit of making potions at the bank. It looks like we should have enough prayer points for that. So we can finish using all of the Avento unfinished we brought with us, drop that all on the ground, and fill up the inventory with more funguses. Using this 3-log location near Fairing over there. There's also a 4-log location, but that's a bit further of a run and more dangerous things that way. So this will be just fine. So yeah, grab an inventory full of funguses. Then we need to go to a bank somewhere. Typically I don't need to worry about where a bank would be, but here we are. Interesting. And there is the last of the Aventos into super energies. Except for this last one, where I let the mushroom despawn. There's the last one. Fantastic. So that can all go on the ground. And that is all of the herbs used. So now, we just have these items back in the inventory, and a handful of things in the looting bag. So there's just one more thing that I want to do. Decorating this new room. Mahogany bookcases. Well, one bookcase, I suppose. A large map. Looking pretty bare there. A picture of Karamja. Very nice. And a picture of King Arthur. And lastly, Excalibur, which matches nicely with the King Arthur. And a nice rug to tie the room together. Let's get out of building mode here. And here we are. Glory on the wall, glory on our person, various decorations. And the house is looking even better. We can go get this charged up. Not that it would make too big of a difference. But either way, that is a very glorious time. I think we will get back to doing a bunch of quests next time. Goodbye.